What's up? Welcome back, fam. So we are going to talk a little bit about this great conjunction that everybody's talking about. I'm going to be linking a few videos that I really love down below that you guys can check out, okay? As well as some articles and some links that I found so you guys can do some more research on your own on this topic, because this is just one little piece of the energetic puzzle that I'm going to be talking about in this video, because there's just so many different topics to talk about. But because this is such a predominant theme that we're dealing with, you know, this year that's been unveiled, I really want to talk about this topic. So I think it makes energetic sense. So just with anything else in astrology, it's all about cycles, right? It's the opening and the closing of cycles. And that's through the opening of a cycle, we learn, right? The beginning, and in tarot, it's the Fool card, right? The zero, and you start going in and you start beginning to learn what this new world is that you're about to enter. And throughout that entire cycle are lesson upon ass kicking upon ass kicking. You know what I'm saying? And then you get a lot of blessings too. Of course, you get a lot of blessings because the lessons become your blessings. Okay, that's just how it works. So it's all of these things, and then the cycle comes to a close, and of course it feels like a death. You know, this is the idea of an ego death, when a cycle does close in your life and you have to let go of people, places, and things within that energetic space, right? But you've grown an attachment to it because you know, got used to the cycle. You got used to what you were doing and used to living in that way. And the thing with humans are 90 days, anything with us becomes a habit, right? So we learn things, we pass things on, we give each other the same lessons that we learned, we give our children, right? And so on and so forth, and we continue a cycle. And it is the energy of Aquarius that breaks these cycles, okay? That shakes things up, because Aquarius is ruled by Uranus and it's ruled by Saturn, but I'll come back to that energy in a second. However, I'm just introducing the idea of, you know, when we're in a cycle of things, no matter how chaotic or blissful it is, we adapt to that cycle, right? And we know there's going to be a reward for that cycle that we're in, right? That's why we stay in it. We are fixated in it. We then invest in it in any kind of way, shape, or form, whether it's emotionally, spiritually, energetically, physically, monetarily. You know what I'm saying? So in these cycles, this is what we're talking about with astrology. All of us go through them, and we're going through them as a collective, okay? And so we are continuing to build the bridge, all right? So the question is, on December 21st, 2020, when we have this huge energetic shift, are we helping build the bridge, or are we trying to burn the bridge? Or do we need to burn the bridge so we can build a new bridge? That's the questions that are going to be coming up in the collective as well as your own personal life, all right? And you're going to have to break some kind of cycle. That's why this year we had that all this energy, right? We had Saturn, the planet of restriction, cycles, time, reality, gut checks. You know, did you work for what you're trying to keep? Because Saturn, see, the thing is with Saturn, a lot of people don't like Saturn, because Saturn doesn't take away anything you have worked for, okay, that you haven't earned. That's the thing with Saturn. Saturn is not about feelings or anything. It's about detachment, all right? It's like, did you work for this? Okay, if you earned it, you can keep it. If you didn't, I'm taking that shit away. Point blank, period, right? We had Saturn in Capricorn, right? Capricorn rules what? Like I said, it's our systems. It's our government. It's the way, it's our legacy. It's the way, the time that we've put in, the supreme amount of investment that we've put into a person, place, or thing, structure, social construct, okay? It's also our idea of the father, all right, in our chart. But the interesting thing is with Saturn in Capricorn is still feminine energy, okay? So we have to, remember that. Okay, feminine energy is about receiving. But the thing is, if it becomes, because Capricorn rules all of the hard things, right? It rules our bones. It's one of the things that rules our bones, but it also rules our skin. So remember, it works together. It works together. Those things work together. The hardness is on the inside. The softness is on the outside. So it's almost poetic in a way of life is telling us, yes, you can have a great foundation and structure, but you still need to stay soft, right? Because Capricorn is about that as well. But it's also about how much investment you put into something, how much, resilience you have, how much persistence you have, endurance, stamina, in a way, right? This is what those are, because that's why it rules our buildings and our constructions and our constructs and hard edges and things like that. This is why Capricorns are also known to be hard-headed. Okay, they want to do things their way. They don't want to do it in anybody else's system because it's their way or no way. Facts or no facts, period, point blank. It's an earth sign, okay? It's just it's the dry earth. But you got to remember with Capricorn on the opposite, you have Cancer. You have Cancer. This is why Capricorns, if you're getting dry, you have too much Capricorn energy, you need to be taking a lot of baths and doing a lot of water therapy and swimming and stuff like that. Because you need to be understanding that you're still supposed to stay soft. Okay? Structures are meant to be moving. Systems are meant to move. They're not meant to stay stagnant all the time. Because we still got two other places to go. We still got Aquarius and Pisces energy to go into. You know what I'm saying? You still have to, Aquarius, think about the people. All right? And then Pisces, you still got to dissolve that shit because we finna start this all over again anyway, right? This is the cycle. This is the cycle of everything. So when we're talking about this energy, we had Saturn in Capricorn this year, which is Saturn is reinforcing structures, right? Saturn trying to hold on to shit, especially when she's getting the results that she wants. She wants to hold on to it and she doesn't want to change, right? All right. She's an earth sign, so she doesn't want to do what she wants to do. But the thing is, y'all forgetting, you need to be using these elements together, okay? You need to be even with Virgo. Virgo is a mutable earth sign. Y'all need to be real flexible, okay? Sometimes y'all are too flexible, but sometimes you're too strict. You need to, like Pisces, go with it, flow with it, right? Capricorn needs to, like Cancer, you have to look to your opposite sign. This is why the polarity exists for you guys. You have to look to your opposite sign. You have Cancer. You have to, take it one at a time. You have to create the vibe, okay? This is what that energy is about. So we had, Saturn and Capricorn reinforcing structures. You saw the government try to hold on for dear fucking life, all right? Then you have Pluto there, though. Pluto is the planet of what? Chemistry, honey. Okay? That's why it becomes obsession. All right? Because chemistry is also change. It's irreversible change. Okay? This is why even the idea of merging with someone, okay, or even the idea of sex for some people can be very, because they know it's an irreversible change. They know it's a chemistry that they're dealing with, okay? This is people who have heavy Pluto energy, okay, heavy Scorpio energy, all right? This is what it's about. Pluto deals with burning things all the way down. It deals with destruction, right? So now we have Pluto in Capricorn. This is why we saw so many structures coming down this year. Literally, we saw so much stuff physically, spiritually, mentally, structures being challenged, things being broken. But see, the thing about Pluto is nothing can't be broken that ain't supposed to be broken, though. See, that's the thing. Like, that's the thing a lot of people don't understand, right? If it's not meant to dissolve, if it's not meant to be changed, it wouldn't have changed. But Pluto is saying it has to change, point blank, period. I don't care what you say. All right? Especially when Saturn is there. Saturn's holding on for dear life. Pluto is stronger. Okay? Pluto takes 248 years to go around. So Pluto finna stay right there. Saturn, you're moving. You're still moving. Pluto's gonna stay right there. Like, this is coming down whether you like it or not. Then you have Jupiter that was also there. Jupiter is the planet of what? Expansion and abundance at all costs. It doesn't matter. It's a gift and a curse, right? This is why a lot of people feel like if I go for my career, I can't have the family. Or if I go for my family, I can't go for my career, right? That's kind of Jupiter energy. Some people try to make it seem like, it's all roses. But no, Jupiter expands. It expands, baby. We're stretching it. So now these energies are being stretched, okay? This is what you guys are feeling. So wherever Capricorn is in your chart, this is where you've been really feeling this energy. You've really been feeling these these themes coming up. You've been challenged. Your system, the way that you function in that area of your life, the thing you've invested in has been now supremely challenged, and there are irreversible changes. And this rocks your world. This rocks everybody's world, obviously. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us fell into systems. A lot of us are, oh, I should go to school. I should do this. I should do that. I should get married by this age. I should do. All of that is up for question. All of that is up for question. Point blank, period. This is why literally family structures are either getting super tight, or they're falling apart in shambles because they didn't have a great structure, a great foundation. You know, that people are realizing that the tree, the roots are rotted. You know, the fruit might look good, but it actually doesn't taste or smell that great, and the roots are rotted. And that's why people are chopping them down. Okay? This is irreversible. This is your reality. This is where Saturn creates pressure, okay? Pressure on your reality. Is your reality up to par? Is it up to what you really are trying to create in this life? It's a deep transformation. It's affecting every single person because the 10th house, where Capricorn usually sits, is the top of the house, okay? So it's the pinpoint. This is why we're literally seeing all kinds of structures, all kinds of things coming down. Right? Ideals coming down. Capricorn is all about ideals. It's all about, oh, I should strive to be this, right? But now this energy, Jupiter and Saturn, is moving to 0 degrees of Aquarius. And Aquarius is what? A fixed air sign ruled by Saturn and Uranus, okay? Now, Uranus is located where? In Taurus. It's at 6 degrees. All right. This is what it is. What is let's break those down one by one so you guys can go ahead and follow your chart and see where this might be playing out in your life, and also see how this is playing out on a global level. First of all, what is Taurus? Taurus rules all of our comforts, all of our security, all of our assets, our money, our bag, okay, our finances. Things that we invest in personally. And it also rules our self-care. It rules our family values as well. Okay? Because it's Venus. Taurus is ruled by Venus. And a lot of people believe that this earth is ruled by Taurus. So if we are in the land of Taurus, and if you guys haven't seen the Age of Aquarius the Age of Pisces video that I did with Astro D's, I put it in the bio below. Check that out if you want to see really in depth what we're really dealing with, right? So we're on the planet of Taurus, essentially. And Taurus is ruled by Venus, okay? And Venus is what, guys? It's beauty, support. It's indulgences, pleasures, okay? This is why when Venus is in certain signs, she could be overindulgent, or she could be very strict, or she knows how to treat herself just right, all right? But this is also, Venus rules the feminine. Taurus is also a feminine earth sign. Feminine meaning receiving information, y'all. Has nothing to do with gender, okay? There's some people who are more receptive and some people who just push out more energy, okay? So, fire and air is masculine, earth and water, feminine, okay? So, the thing is, we are, and then in Capricorn, if you think about it, we're used to receiving, right? Corporations just take. Overindulging, not thinking about anybody, right? Dry, sucking people dry of their resources. Literally, that's what we deal with, right? It's always consuming. Our favorite apps are turning into a motherfucking supermarket and a mall now on the phone. This is exactly the shit that's going on. See, there's a gift and a curse in that, because the gift is you can get your business out there, but the curse is like, are we trying to buy people's attention all the time now? Right? That's the questions that we're also going to be coming into. So we have Taurus, which is ruled by Venus, right? And a lot of people think, like I said, this earth is ruled by Taurus. So Venus, this is why beauty, women, right? The idea of beauty in women is such a high commodity. Makeup, clothing, this is what Taurus rules. It rules fashion. It rules all the practical things in life, because I need to, put on clothes. I mean, some people don't need to, but, some people don't think they need to put on clothes. I don't know if we're going to get there. But the clothes, okay? This is what we use the clothing for. We use it to decorate ourselves. We have earrings and jewelry to decorate ourselves, makeup to decorate ourselves, right? This is Venus. Venus is about decorations and then beautification. This is why it rules the arts as well. But for Taurus specifically, it rules the throat chakra, okay? Us speaking and saying things, speech. This is why these people can be also beautiful singers with heavy Taurus Venus placements, especially with Pisces, honey. Y'all can sing, and that's just on that, all right? So we have Taurus now, but now we have Uranus there. What is Uranus? Uranus is the planet of sudden changes, the great awakening, okay? Electricity, all right? Because this is the traditional planet that's in Aquarius, and we're about to have these two planets go to Aquarius. That's why all these things are going to be linked together. We have to look at both of these areas of our lives and collectively to see how things are going to change. So Uranus is the planet of innovation, massive change. It's the planet of riots, okay? This is why people literally have been rioting what? Clothing stores and places where we go get our toilet paper and all of our practical needs and our t-shirts and our toiletries, okay? Things like that. So this is why this has been going down, because it's massive disruption. Disruption to, okay, like, oh, this, y'all said that y'all need this. You sure you need this? Your basic needs are coming up to challenge. You know, your survival needs are coming up to challenge. Is it equal? Is everybody getting what they need is the question. You know, that's what it is. Is this being rationed out correctly? Because like I said, Capricorn is give me everything. Give me everything that you got. Period. I want it all. Because that's why I always say Capricorn is creme de la creme. I want the best of the best. I want it all. And if I want the best of the best, then I'm going to need a lot of resources to get the best of the best, right? Earth signs are always about being resourceful. So now your Uranus is in Taurus in the 6th degree, in a Virgo degree, which is all about, you know, we only need what we need with Virgo. Virgo is like, no, you only finna get what you need. If it's a leaf over your head and a pot and something to eat, that's what you finna get, because you said you out here that you need all of these rooms, all of this and all of that, all of these resources. This is what's coming up to need. This is what minimalism comes into question, okay? This is why a lot of people are living a more minimalistic lifestyle. People are going to definitely be thrifting more, okay? Repurposing things more. This is what Uranus is innovation. It's going to be, we're going to have innovative new ideas when it comes to fashion, to beauty. All right. Men are going to be more into skincare, into beauty, skincare, and being like a more natural beauty is going to be celebrated again, okay? Because it's just going to be, people are going to strip down. It's about being minimalistic. It's like, ooh, who can do the lightest beat? Okay, that's what it's going to be about. It's like, ooh, your skin is popping. Like, what that skincare routine looking like? That's why skincare businesses are going to be really off the chain, innovative, okay? Really new things, using natural resources again, electrifying foods, okay? This is going to be really important because remember, earth signs is about intake, and it's about our earthly things, so our daily things and what we actually use to fuel our body every day, okay? And what we the physical world, the manifested world, right? The how we use our resources. This is what's going to continue to come up to question, because Uranus is going to be in Taurus until 2026. So it's going to keep suddenly come in, suddenly come out, suddenly come in, suddenly come out. This is what's going to make instant millionaires and people like instantly broke too at the same time, because it's going to strip away from certain things, and it's really about, if you believe in karma, some karmic things, you know what I'm saying? And the reason why I'm saying this is because one of the resources that I tag below is a couple articles. So we know that slavery and slave trade is very vast, okay? There's many stories behind this and where it started. For this specific video, I'm talking about the energetic bond that happened here in America, okay, for African descendants, specifically. The one that was actually written down. So it was in 1619 that it was actually written down about the slave trade. We know that slavery happened before that, and we know it happened with many different tribes, many different lands, and different people throughout history. But I'm talking specifically here in this country, because you guys know that in 76 is when this country had its birthday. I hope that's the right birthday. You guys know what I'm talking about. So, but in 1619 is when it was known that there was a raided slave ship, okay, a Portuguese slave ship got raided, and they brought some African descendants here to America. And this is what energetically started initiating the relationship of slavery and introduced heightened racism into this land, period, okay? This is the introduction of that. That was 400 years ago. That was the last time, one of the last times, and it was there before that too, Jupiter and Saturn were together, this close, okay? So, because Jupiter rules expansion, like we said, and Saturn rules restriction. So somebody won, somebody lost. That's this energy. Saturn, Jupiter is somebody's winning, somebody's losing. And in somebody's eyes, point blank period, things are changing, okay? Also, it's Nikola, and I don't know, Nikola S. I'm going to learn how to say his name properly. He believes that Saturn, Capricorn, is ruled by black people, honey, all right? Because Saturn is the idea of restriction, and black people are very restricted here, okay? And when I was hanging out with Astro D, she said, I definitely can see that, because Saturn is also an Aquarius, which rules what? Groups, okay? It also rules innovation. And black people are known for many innovative things that actually moved us forward into the future. And if you guys don't know your history, please Google search. Okay, we invented everything from the stop sign to the iron, okay, to the damn stock market. So let's get it point blank period. So, but then Astro D's was saying Saturn is in Aquarius, but across from Saturn, the polarity is the sun. And that's why us melanated people are ruled by the sun. And that's why it's important for us to stay outside and be active in the sun. Doesn't matter if it's cold outside, the sun is the sun. Get it on your skin every single day. Sun gazing is really important. Making sure that your skin is active and your children are outside in any way, shape, or form. You can do homework outside, picnics outside. You can eat outside, walk around the block. You know, take your children with you when you're walking your dog, because it's important for them to get sun on their skin. Okay? Because us people are especially more enlightened and more innovative. Okay? This is why black people tend to shine all the time. Hello? This is why when we go in, people tend to, whoop, look. Okay? That's that Leo Aquarius energy and Capricorn. Capricorn is at the top. Everybody, this is why we trendsetters. Aquarius energy is about trend setting. And I'm talking about the energy that we're in right now and the world that we're dealing with. Okay? But Saturn is all about also an Aquarius energy. Aquarius hates being left out. All right? Because Aquarius is also air sign. It's just about communicating and pushing forward. It's not about feelings necessarily either. So this is why people can see black people and they relate to us and they think that we have no feelings or that we don't have any type of depth or emotion behind anything, or that we can just handle things better. And this is why black women especially are called strong all the time. Okay, this is Saturn energy, strong. It's like, even it doesn't matter what other placements you have. And this is the underlying energy that we're working with right now in this reality. Is like, okay, so this is Saturn. Y'all want to restrict us, take resources from us, you know what I'm saying, and then try to sell it back to us. This is why this is interesting. All right, a lot of the things that we're dealing with right now is racism. All right, in this reality, this is racism is what we're dealing with here. Okay, America is a Cancer. All right, it's all about that's patriotism and about family and about giving a fuck about yours. All right, and it's about that crab energy, snap, 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 snap type shit. All right, but now we have Saturn and Jupiter. Saturn loves being in Aquarius, baby. Like, oh no, Oh no, but what is Aquarius? Aquarius is groups. Okay? Aquarius is hold on. Fuck all that Capricorn shit where you think about yourself and what you want. What about all of us? It can't be a couple people who own everything. What about everybody? What about all of us? How is that a couple people are owning everything and there's people starving out here, homeless, in jail for no reason? Okay? Like, why? What's going on? There's people. Why can't we get people out? Why can't we take care of people? People's mental health is up to question, right? The age of Pisces. All right? So you got to see how all this stuff works together. And then this is what Saturn is. That's why Saturn's going to come into Aquarius. Like, hold on. Fuck all that corporate shit. What about the homies though? Straight up. Because I drove you to your classes. You know what I'm saying? I invested in you. You didn't get into school. Like, no, don't act like you got here by yourself. Like, let's not play that. That's where that energy is, Saturn and Aquarius. Like, let's not play that. This is all about collaboration, all that kind of stuff, okay? This is all about us doing this shit together, point blank, period. But Saturn, like I said, Saturn can also be an opportunist, all right? So that's why we're going to be dealing with a lot of different energies with this Saturn and Aquarius. And Jupiter is going to expand that. So this is why groups are expanding. This is why everybody has an urgency to find their tribe and people who they connect with and are Jupiter learning from, okay? People that they can teach, okay? People that they can really get some wisdom from. People who will help expand their groups. Like, people want to pull away from the corporate lifestyle and people want to go into small tribes again. Like, the rebirth of tribes are coming back up, okay? And this is why the idea of the freedom of Black people is here, point blank, period. I don't know if you guys notice it or not, but everything is coming up to question. The systems that we have allowed ourselves, the racist, patriarchal systems that we allowed ourselves to create our world around is coming up to question, okay? Point blank, and energetically. It's coming up to question for the collective, for you as an individual. You're like, have I been part of the oppression? Okay? The suppression, the pressure, Saturn and Capricorn? Or have I been a part of the group? Have I been really gathering these resources so I can use them for the collective? Or have I been gathering these resources because I'm overindulgent and I'm greedy, okay? Because Capricorn can be greed. Straight up, greed. It's mine. I don't give a fuck about what none of y'all say, okay? It's all that energy, right? That's when you're not being soft. When you're being hard, you're just taking shit. You're detaching. This is why emotions, being that other side, that Cancer is so vital. Having a good relationship with your family, and if you don't have a good relationship with your family, creating a new family, Aquarius, okay? Finding a new group of people to hang out with, your future family, your future friends. That's what Aquarius is about. This is why joining groups, you see all these apps coming up, okay? This is why you're going to see also, what is Saturn? Saturn, like I said, if in Capricorn, that's wealth, that's money, right? Saturn, Jupiter, boom, like I said, instant millionaires for some people. Some people are going to have extreme wealth, okay? This is what's going to happen. It's like the tables flip, the tables turn, because karma said, oh no, baby, shit is out of alignment. Everybody ain't getting what they need. This is why Saturn is only going to take away what you didn't work for, point blank, period. So when there's people who have worked really, really, really hard and all of a sudden it's like, boom, they coming out of nowhere. No, they worked really hard for that and they're getting the benefits of that. If there's people who's getting it stripped away, it's because they didn't work for that. They didn't earn it by energy standards. Okay? It's pretty crazy. And you see the flip happening with all this energy, right? So you have Uranus and Taurus. Everybody has that. So you're going to be asked, what do you really need? What is the minimum that you need? Okay, because we need to, sharing is caring. Okay, you need to start sharing with people. That's what it is. And if you haven't been a sharer before and you're a person who hoards things, baby, oh no, Uranus going to come and smack that ass and say, no, not at all. All right, we're not doing that. That's not what we're feeling. We're not feeling none of that. Right? And then Jupiter, Saturn is about to bless people who were not blessed before. that type of shit. And when we're talking about it in an energetic sense, especially in this country, we know that people of color have not been blessed, but have been the innovators, the people who create, the people who definitely move from a very, you know, tribal sense. We move from a very tribal sense anyway. It's like when you from a hood, you from a hood. And that's your tribe. That's your Aquarius. You know what I'm saying? But you have to remember, like, with all of these energies, right, we're also dealing with Neptune still. Neptune in Pisces, okay? And Neptune is actually, on that day, it's at the 18th and at the 18th degree, and then the moon is at the 22nd degree in Pisces. According to Nicola, those are not degrees he fucks with at all. He don't like those degrees. All right? Neptune is the planet of dissolving. It's the planet of illusions, the imagination. All right? It's also the planet that rules drugs, alcohol, addictions. All right? Where we just don't have no boundaries. The 18th and the 22nd degree is, according to him, to kill or not be killed degrees. Like something has to vanish. Something has to be gone. There has to be a behavior that has to dissolve, point blank, period. And that obviously lends to that energy at that Uranus, right? In Taurus, dissolving things we don't need, only stripping away what we need. Really, people with like heightened addictions, it's really going to be coming up to question to you. Your addictions are going to be shown to you in your face. And it's going to ask you, are you going to take this into this new age, right? This new energy. I won't even say new age. Let me take that back. This new energy that we're going into, because watch the other video to hear about that, okay? This new energy. All right, the sun is going to be in Capricorn at 29 degree that day, as well as Mercury is going to be at 0 degree Capricorn. So they're going to be conjunct. I'm sorry, excuse me. The sun is going to be at 29 degrees Sagittarius, and the Mercury is going to be at 0 degree Capricorn. They're going to be conjunct though. All right. So this is explosive information about structures and systems, explosive wisdom. All right. Because the 29 degree is like, nah, son, this is it. This is when you pivot. That's that strong left. Okay. You have to make the left, or else we're not going to make it across this bridge. All right. You have to do it. So that's what's coming up. Then we're going to have the North Node at the 19th degree in Gemini. All right. Gemini is all about information. North Node is about receiving information. Okay. Receiving all the stuff that you need to know. But you have to just receive it from an observer viewpoint. This is not, right now, it's not about getting Neptune, Moon in Pisces lost in your feelings about this, okay? It's not about it's not about staying in emotional confusion. It's about using your intuition, okay? Using your third eye, baby. Using that gut emotion, using that deep elder wisdom, all the information and the wisdom that you've gathered, right? Sun in Sagittarius at the 29th degree, all the wisdom you've gathered from the older people in your life, from your mentors, from your teachers, putting it all together and being an alchemist, Moon in Pisces, okay? Being a master alchemist and killing off and dissolving anything that is not clear, that doesn't sit right in your intuition, and that does not feel spiritually connected to who you are. And this is about living your spiritual truth, right? And this is why people are saying this is a spiritual warfare, because this is about living your spiritual truth. And the spiritual truth is not everybody ain't okay. That's the spiritual truth. And the thing is about spirit, everybody got to be good at some point. The tables have to turn, and it's not about how you feel about it. It's about if it's a spiritual truth. Okay? We have the South Node in Sagittarius. We have to let go of ideals and integrity that is holding us back. That is holding all of us back in some way, shape, or form. We have to let go of people we looked up to. Okay? We have to let go of that shit, because it's obviously showing that, damn, this shit ain't true, son. Like, it's coming up to question, right? Remember, Capricorn is also a representation of elders. A lot of y'all are finding out about your grandparents and just like, damn, what morality was you upholding? Like, what? This is what you built our family on? You built our family on what? Secrets? Okay? This is where the Pluto and Scorpio generation comes in. You built our family on psychological secrets, on things that hold us back, on secrets that surround control, manipulation, sexual trauma, right? Hoarding people's secrets, keeping other people's finances, keeping other people's emotional baggage. You want me to hold on to your emotional baggage? Is that really what we're talking about right now? That's the wisdom that you're giving me? See, now that's what's coming up to question for the Pluto in Scorpio generation. Okay? And these are a lot of the people who are in the middle right now. Like a lot of people who are in the middle running businesses, a lot of people who have to make these changes, they're like, oh, no. This is why a lot of truths are coming out. Pluto and Sagittarius is like, yeah, bruh, I was ready anyway. I was ready. That's why Pluto and Sagittarius generation is like, oh, we was ready anyway. We was ready to fuck all this shit. We was just waiting for y'all. We need y'all support. We need y'all because we was ready to burn this whole shit down anyway. That's Pluto and Sagittarius energy all day. They said burn all this down because none of this shit matters. None of this doesn't make sense. Okay? This doesn't make any sense, right? Gemini is about, does it make sense though for everyone? Does it make sense? Is it hitting both sides of the coin? That's Gemini North Node energy. Is it for everybody? Right? That's what this is about. You can't just pick and choose a side. You can't just blow things out of proportion. You're gaslighting people. This is why people are using that word gaslighting so much. Because that's how people feel. Like, nah, you blew things out of proportion. That vision you had for all of us is not sitting right. And this is the energy that everybody's coming up to question. This is really, really strong energy, especially when we have that Neptune in Pisces, baby. Pisces energy, and we're in the age of Pisces, baby, where everything is already confusing. It's already an illusion. It's already strange, and you have to really practice discernment to get through this, okay? This is why I always tell everybody, look to your 6th house energy. Your 6th house is going to basically save you from making mistakes that you shouldn't be making, okay? Your 6th house is going to give you all the information that you need, especially my Pisces baby. Listen, that's the week we follow our intuition. Listen, it's not even just that day. It's the couple days before, the couple days after. But with Pisces, remember, things don't come until later anyway with you guys. This is going to be, especially for my Pisces rising, this is going to be on your ascendant. If you are in any situation that is dangerous, if you are in any situation where you're dealing with addiction, you have to call out to somebody. You must call out to somebody. You must have a tribe. You must reach out to somebody, because I promise you, somebody can bring you out of that foggy reality that you're in, okay? Because your illusion, a lot of heavy Pisces energy. Why? Because Neptune and Pisces are going to be conjunct, so your reality is going to be even more twisted, okay? It's not going to be easy for you to discern things at that time. It's not going to be easy for that. So you're going to need more Virgo energy in your life. You're going to need people that you could trust that could pull you out. You're going to need a routine that's really going to help clarify things for you. You're going to need to strip away from any information that does not feed you. Okay, I'm very serious for my Pisces babies and my Scorpio risings, my Cancer risings. Okay, very, 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 very important for every single person, but I'm speaking specifically right now for my Pisces babies. All right, anybody with heavy Neptune aspects, okay, any 12th house energy, very important. All right, you got to look at your chart for this. Why? Because Chiron is going to be at the 4th degree in Aries. So your identity, your childhood, your past is going to come up. You're going to have a lot of dreams. You're going to have a lot of feelings about this. This is not something that's just so easy to deal with, okay? You're going to need a lot of support, okay? That's why the Saturn is in Aquarius, Jupiter in Aquarius. You're going to need support from your community around you. And you do have a community. The internet, Aquarius, the internet is your community. There's 8 billion people in the world. There's a lot of people who are on the internet. You can find people that are here dealing with the same things. Do your research, right? Universe is telling you, don't blow it out of proportion, right? Sagittarius, South Node. The South Node is where the tail is full. It's like full of shit. So it's like you got to let go of something anyway. So what's coming in is information. You need to discern things. You need to put things in pockets. A lot of y'all need to write things down. All right, my Gemini risings are definitely going to have to let go of a lot of things. All right? And really let go of a lot of relationships, Gemini rising. Seriously. A lot of big relationships, you got to let go of them and transmute them and get through, because you need more information, right? Your life is to search for information anyway. So And then Sagittarius risings, you guys are going to have to let go. Let go of your personal shit. You have to let go of your own wisdom so you can actually receive more information and actually become a new type of professor. You need to be a student again, Sagittarius rising. You know, Gemini rising needs to be the teacher. Sagittarius rising needs to be the student. All right? Unless you have other kind of placements, but mostly this is the energy that you're going to be dealing with for some of y'all. So that's why a lot of Sagittarius risings, you know, you have to speak what you know and tell people what you know. And if you've been the Sagittarius rising who's been quiet, now it's time to speak your truth. Now it's time to give people the information. Now it's time to just step away and give them the information that they need. All right? And for the Gemini rising, you're going to be receiving a lot of the information. All right? You need to be telling people and take your feelings out of it and just give people information. This is my bloggers. This is my journalists. Okay, podcasters who are just giving out information about things, being resources for people. All right, this is what it is. We all have positions to play in this lifetime, and we all have cycles to fulfill in those positions. All right, now with this Chiron and Aries for everyone, and you have Mars and Aries as well at the 23rd degree. So the Mars is in Aries at the 23rd degree. You're going to have to detach from some identity issues, from some identity crisis. You're going to have, a lot of people are going to go through identity crisis. Like, who am I? What am I doing here? What is life? What is the earth? What is anything? What is universe? And let me tell you, Neptune is asking you to reinforce your faith and to dive back into your spirituality. This is why meditation is going to be really important. Daydreaming, taking baths is going to be really important for a lot of people, because you're going to be Mars and Aries feeling the heat. You're going to be feeling the energy and the impulse to make decisions that are maybe super spontaneous and decisions that you wouldn't make. Aries risings, you need to be really careful about making decisions that you're not supposed to be making. Okay? Aries risings, Libra risings, getting in arguments with people for no reason. Why are you arguing with people? You're not supposed to be arguing with people because you have identity issues, because you're feeling hurt, right? About who you are and what you've been carrying and the image that you've been upholding as a Libra rising, okay? This is what's going to be coming up to question for you, especially with that Mars opposing. This is going to come out in your relationships, and people are going to be challenging you, Libra rising. So be careful not to just argue with people, all right? So as well as the Chiron and Aries, you know, my Aries risings, you're going to definitely feel, you already take shit personal. So now you're going to take it extra personal, but this is what the Saturn and Jupiter is asking you to do. Listen, detach yourself from that and take in the information and see if your personal issues are affecting the group. Is your personal issues affecting a group? Is your selfishness helping? Is your selfishness in a positive way, or is it in a negative way? That's what the conversation is going to be for you, Aries risings. And you have to have some self-compassion, and you have to go back into your spirituality because you've been neglecting it. You're going to have a 12th house transit, okay? You're going to have the moon there. You're going to have Neptune there. So you're going to have deep dreams, okay? You're going to definitely want to dive into that and see what that is about and what that information is about, because it's urging you to ask you, is your selfishness affecting all of us? Are you burning yourself up and burning all of us simultaneously? Okay, you have to be honest with yourself with that. Taurus risings, you might really get into that, you know, you might change your look, honey. You might be like, nah, I gotta strip some stuff down. Like I said, a lot of our Taurus risings is finna glow up. A lot of y'all might turn vegan, vegetarian, something like that. Change your diet, okay? Because you have Uranus sitting right there anyway on the front. And then you're definitely going to be thinking about your career and like what you're finna do, okay? You're definitely going to be thinking about not even just your career, my bad, but you're going to be thinking about, I want to say, yes, your career. You're going to be definitely thinking about your career and how you can reinvent yourself and what new system and new structure you can make for your body, you know, because Taurus rules the body, rules the throat, all right? I see a lot of you start doing throat chakra work, making sure that you're really getting into that, all right? My Cancer risings, you guys are going to be definitely dealing with your relationships. You're going to be dealing with, you might be, I really want you to be cognizant of the family that you're creating for yourself, okay? Because this is a new cycle. You're creating a new family right now, new relationships, right? You're going to be, that'll be one of the last times that you should be getting your new mentors in, a new cycle of mentors and teachers for you. and really seeing who's going to stick around in your life and what they're going to teach you. Really pay attention to those lessons, because that Mercury is going to be in Capricorn. So you're going to get some information about business, partnership, making sure that your partnerships you want to have for long term, that they make sense for the next few years for who you are and where you see yourself being. Even though I'm not telling you guys to say, oh, this is who I'm going to be, because you are a water rising, but you can see where your life is going to be for the next 4 years, 5 years. Okay, that's like, it's a good enough to make a good outline and say, do these partnerships, are they in integrity with what I want to do as an individual and what I want to bring to the collective? Okay, my Capricorn risings, you guys are going to be dealing with a transformation within yourself as well. Probably getting information from an elder in your life about family stuff. So really pay attention to that and see what that's about. All right, you're going to be definitely. You're gonna definitely get some information. You have Pluto also there. It's probably sitting in your 12th house, or it could be in your first house. So you're definitely gonna get some spiritual rebirth, some spiritual transformation, some 12th house, information that's going to change your whole outlook. And I mean, my Capricorn risings have been going through it like a lot. My Aquarius risings have been going through a lot, or people with a lot of placements there, okay, or stelliums in Aquarius or Capricorn. You guys have been already going through a transformation. You're probably like, I'm tired, Novi. I said, I know, but this is your moment. This is your moment for a deep transformation. This is your moment for discipline, right? Saturn does rule discipline. So this is your moment to really dive in and give to yourself, because you don't want to create a system that you're not going to be comfortable in 20, 30 years, because that's what systems really take. It takes 20, 30 years for you to realize, right? Saturn, realize what reality you created for yourself, right? This is why the Saturn return happens at 27 to 30. So for all the people that are in the middle of this stuff, this is a great way for you to even know, like, okay, like, I can see this system. Does this make sense for me? Am I choosing the right people to collaborate with? All right, this is the information that you want. My Virgo risings, you're going to definitely be challenged in your relationships. All right, you're going to be challenged with your addictions. You're going to be challenged with how you handle your relationships with people. You're going to be challenged within, also with just in general with your health. Okay, Virgo risings, you have to be careful about your health for the next year and a half, your mental health specifically, because you're going to have the moon and Neptune transiting. And if you guys have interceptions or anything like that, it could be in your 6th house, your 7th house, towards your 8th house. So you're dealing a lot with the opposite, with your other self, with your shadow side. You're doing a lot of shadow work, and you have to start realizing what your 5th house Capricorn creating for yourself, and what system you're creating for yourself, okay? And what your spirit and your intelligence is trying to tell you. You're getting a lot of that, and if you have children, you have to really think about, like, okay, what system am I creating for my kids? All right. This is also Pisces rising. So Pisces rising is, like I said, you're going to make sure you got to be careful about what you're going through. Please use your moment of solitude. Please go into your meditations for everything. Oh, let's talk about Leo and Aquarius rising. So Leo rising, you're going to be challenged again in your relationship sector, okay? You're going to be challenged in your partnerships, but the good thing is, like I said, boom, instant millionaires, as well as if you're on the internet. Leo risings, you guys want to be seen anyway, so I really highly encourage you to look into the internet, really use the internet to your advantage before things change, because I didn't mention this earlier, but don't think that the government is not going to try to infiltrate in the internet. That's why you see so much election stuff being propagandized on the internet. That's why you see the government trying to infiltrate small groups, trying to work with, the apps about telling you certain things and wanting to stay and keep the structures. They want to also keep their stake. They want to keep what they've invested in, right? So don't get that twisted. But Pluto is their irreversible change, and they think, but the thing is that they're going to try to do that. But for you as a Leo rising, it's going to be great, because in your 7th house, which is your house of collaboration, it's your house of your partnerships and your all that other stuff, it's ruled by Aquarius. So you're going to go through a huge relationship change. You're going to find out shit about people for sure, about what's going on, right? Because you have Pisces in the 8th house. So there's going to be a lot of intuitive information that you're going to be stepping into, Leo rising. I don't want you to try to make it make sense. Try to shine a flashlight on it, right? Try to see it during the day. You have to start using your nighttime intuition as a Leo rising, especially on this time, because like I said, that moon Pisces, conjunction is going to be in your 8th house. So you got to make sure that you're really feeling things out and letting the secrets float to you. Don't go looking for them. Don't be like this with the flashlight. Don't go looking for them. Let them come to you, because they will come to you. That's how Pisces energy works. It always comes to you, especially when you're doing your quiet work, okay? Especially when you're really going within, when you're using your intuition. But like I said, in your 7th house, you're going to have that Saturn transit, that Jupiter transit. So you're going to feel constricted and restricted, but just be creative. Use your creativity. You know, a lot of you are going to be definitely sitting in the house, but like I said, you can go out every day. You can get some sun, sit on your balcony, sit on the roof. Be careful, you know, about where you go and hang out, but make sure that you're getting some sun on your skin. Sit by the window. Change your room around so that that your computer is by the window, so you're getting some sunlight, so you're getting some all of that, because that's getting your Leo energy. Wear some gold, wear some copper, okay, so it can keep the sun in there. Charge your crystals. Put them. One of my really great friends, she's a Scorpio Rising, she put crystals on her bed. I had never seen that before. I was like, oh, that's fire. She put crystals on her bed, and I was like, you could do that as Leo Rising and have the sun charge them. So when you are going there, because I need you guys, if you really want information and you really want to get to know something on someone, take a nap, go to sleep, because you're going to figure it out in your dreams. I promise you. And make sure that you're clear before you're going to sleep, not that you're taking any substances beforehand, because the dream world doesn't work like that. You can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to make sure that you're as clear or as calm as possible before you go to sleep. So this is why I say water therapy is really good for you, taking a bath or something like that, okay? And let the intuition and let the information come to you. So that's for that. And then Aquarius Rising. Okay, so this is going to be transiting over your 1st house, honey, and you're just going to be going through it, all right? So, but Saturn, like I said, it's not going to take away nothing you haven't earned before. And Aquarius, you are the master collaborator and you are the master entrepreneur. This is actually your moment to shine, okay? I know it's very scary, but it's your moment to stand out within your relationships, because you have Leo in the 7th house. It's your moment to show people how innovative you are. It's your moment to show people how unorthodox, how different you are, how really you can bring something to the table. This is your moment. Aquarius Rising is your moment to stand up. Capricorn Rising is your moment to reconstruct, okay? And the Sagittarius Rising is your moment to also really stand up and show the people what you love, because I didn't even talk about the Venus in Sagittarius. Venus in Sagittarius in the 7th degree is like, we need to talk about what we love and what philosophies we love without being dogmatic, okay? Just showing people out of pure, Gemini North Node curiosity, and like, oh my God, did you see this? This shit is dope, with no kind of judgment, okay? A lighthearted Venus in Sagittarius is non-judgmental. This is why a lot of y'all love open relationships, polyamory, things like that, right? This is when you're operating in your good Venus energy. It's just like, oh, I can love everything. I can love all perspectives, all cultures, all of it. This is what it's about. It's about loving all cultures. 7th degree is a Libra degree. It's about loving all art and all that kind of stuff, all right? So for my Aquarius Rising, you really need to start talking, okay? This is going to be in your 3rd house. Talk about what you've learned. Talk about how you felt othered, or how we can collaborate better, or how we can really, make this a group effort, how we can really infiltrate change, because we're building a bridge right now. That's what we're doing right now. So Aquarius Risings, you guys are definitely going to be looked to as leaders, okay? And really showing us how we can really take our own identity and the things that we've learned, okay, and even take the things that hurt us as individuals, Chiron in Aries, and we could take them and we can use them for the collective and use them for the better good, okay? Like, we could really help each other with it, all right? We don't have to continue to try to outrun each other, okay? We can inspire one another. We can inspire one another to really create spaces that are safe for everybody, right? Because Pisces is also about supreme safety and just compassion and feeling love for who you are. So we're going to be challenged to strip away all of the things that we don't need, all of the ideals that we don't need, all of the the shit that's holding us back. And a lot of it is our ideals around the government, how we think we should tell people that how they should live and who they should love and who they should be with and how people should make their money. All that shit is coming up to fucking question, point blank, period. Everybody's system is coming up to question. Do you have to go to school to be successful? Do you have to be married to be in love? Do you have to be with one person to be in a great relationship? Do you have to be with many people to be happy? This is different for every single person. Some of you are running away from your truth. Some of you are running towards your truth. So you got to figure out which one it is for your chart. I don't know if I spoke about Scorpio Rising. I'm going to just go ahead and touch on that because I feel like I didn't. Scorpio Rising, your relationships are going to come up to question, and you guys are, you know, used to this, but I don't need you guys to become cynical, okay? This is about really getting what you need. You said that you wanted certain things. You said you wanted people who are emotionally available, people who are going to be transparent. Well, we have to, everybody is going through a shedding moment. So you already know your psychology, you're watching people change around you, okay? And it's really affecting your relationships. It's affecting your stability in your relationships, okay? Because Uranus is going to be in Taurus. There's going to be sudden breakups. There's going to be sudden, you know, getting together. All right, I can see a lot of you getting married, like boom, and then a lot of you breaking up, like boom. Okay, so as a Scorpio, you know, rising, don't get too hard, don't get too hard. Because you know, you need to dive into your creativity, because this Pisces is going to be in your 5th house. All right, now some of you Scorpio risings are going to want to get pregnant. You're going to have dreams about getting pregnant, things like that. So go ahead and really dive in and see if the person that you're with, do you want to create a child with them? Sometimes that's the better question than are we going to be together forever. The question is, could I create a child with them? Is this somebody that I want to manifest with? Is this somebody that I really I enjoy their energy, and that I think that we can manifest something together? And I feel like that's just as valid. Everyone is not meant to be together forever. A lot of us are, remember, living in the illusion that, oh, being together and holding on to this system, right? Holding on to this system is what's going to make us happy, and it's what's going to push us forward, and it's what's gonna heal our wounds, which it won't. Chiron and Aries, it won't heal our wounds. Everybody's calling out how their family, you know, has quote unquote failed them, but we also have to remember that now it's time to reconstruct and start a new process, right? We don't keep blaming people, right? Mars and Aries is pay attention to where you're shifting blame, and where you're trying to detach from yourself, and you're trying to be impulsive to say, no, it's you. Where Mars and Aries is temper tantrums, okay? This is hot-headed shit. This is throwing the punch. This is like, let me fuck you up first, and then we might be able to talk about it later. But, you know, Sagittarius energy, it's, you know, Mars energy is just like big blow-ups. And this is why people, if you're not in a good headspace, please don't go nowhere. Don't talk to nobody, because you're not ready. You're not ready, because this energy is going to be super strong on that day. And the thing is that a lot of y'all been bottling up your own truths and the way that you really feel about things, and you're not ready to really sit back and be more, is it subjective or objective? I hate when I don't know the difference sometimes. Okay, what is it? Oh yeah, objective. You need to learn how to be more objective, okay? But also realizing, and this is the tricky part, realizing that, right, we're in the age of Pisces, that honestly, facts are still up to question, because people will take a fact and turn it into a lie real quick, as we have seen, right? And it's just like, which facts are we dealing with that we need to dissolve? Which wisdoms and ideals and integrity are we dealing with that we need to dissolve, right? And so Scorpio, you're going to be dealing with this in your house of finances. So you have Sagittarius in your 2nd house. I see you giving away a lot of shit, thrifting a lot of shit, just like, okay, I don't need this, I don't need this, I don't need this. I want to keep what I love. Venus and Sagittarius, I want to keep the things that have taught me the most about myself and what I've really learned, right? That gave me a lot of depth and that make me feel great. A lot of things that I see you guys, if you guys want to open up a thrift shop or something like that, sell your stuff, okay? Because you guys be collecting stuff for real. Y'all be collecting stuff for real, Scorpio risings. Y'all be collecting stuff from all over the world. You have a great collection that a lot of people will love, and maybe you could turn that into a business for yourself, right? I say that because Aquarius is in your 5th house of creativity. Like I said, instant boom, okay? Like instant, let's make some money. You guys can do that. So don't just give away to stuff to give it away. You can definitely turn that into a business for yourself, because you're also gonna have, you know, Capricorn in your 3rd house. So it's like definitely in your 3rd house. All right, so you could definitely, and Mercury's going to be there. Mercury rules sales and trades. So giving away what? Things of wealth, vintage things, trading things, okay? Refurbishing things if you guys are really creative, because you're going to have Yep, like I said, in the 5th house, you have that Pisces energy usually sitting there, so you guys can get really creative. Like, really use that energy, get creative. Aquarius on the 4th house, you could sell stuff from your home, making an online Aquarius online shop, Etsy, using something like that. All right, you're gonna have Aries in your 6th house, so I need you guys to really be working out, honey. This is like Taurus rising and Scorpio rising they finna surprise all of us next time. Listen, they finna surprise all of us next year. They're about to be like, hold on, who are you? Because they have very, very heavy I'm finna change energy. Like this whole, nah, y'all thought I was that person. I'm about to finna be a whole new, you ain't even know I'm be a whole new chick next year, whole new man next year. You don't even know about me. You thought you knew. This is why, and especially Scorpio rising all up in privacy, okay? Taurus will busy themselves enough to like, they'll FaceTime their friends, but they won't show them their body, or maybe they'll FaceTime them but have the phone turned around and shit like that, because they're like, oh my bad, I'm just doing stuff. Make themselves. So yeah, we know what you're doing. Like, okay, so we all right, Scorpio rising, Taurus rising, I see y'all. I see what y'all finna do. I can't wait to see. So all in all, this is what I think. I feel like that contract, that energetic contract from 1619, all right, that energy of the slave trade, the slave ship that was infiltrated, that then landed slaves here in Virginia, Hampton, Virginia. Okay, this was the first contract and trade between Anglo-Saxons and America for slave trade. This is one of the first documented times. And now here we are 400 years later with this conjunction. This is what I mean. It's our time, people of color, point blank period, okay? This is the time of innovation. This is the time of collaboration. Looking to your left, looking to your right, collaborating with people around you. No more having to looking up to structures. No more having to collaborate only with people that you perceive that are above you, right? Because Pisces is all about perception. So making sure that you're really, really getting into a space where it's about you and what's natural to you and what your intuition is really telling you. Making sure that you guys are staying flexible, because that Neptune Pisces energy is, please stay flexible. Please go with your dreams. Please go with your intuition. Please follow your deepest hidden talents. A lot of things are going to be revealed. A lot of Pisces risings are going to definitely get some hidden talents revealed. Okay, Pisces risings might come out of nowhere and start taking over right now and hitting us with a lot of new energy. Okay, Virgo risings too might come out all of a sudden and start doing music all of a sudden, all right, because and be like, no, look, I have musical talents too, boom, you don't even know about it, okay, because that energy is just sitting there. Or they might really be into photography, into film. You guys could really get into that right now, okay, or be poetry or songwriting, things like that, and coming out the woodwork with just like amazing sculptures, and just dive into your creativity, or really being into craftsmanship or furniture building, or whatever, making vases. Just dive into your creativity, okay, Virgo and Pisces rising, for real, because, and please show it, because it's a good time to really bring this shit out into the world, okay? This is a great time because people are going to support you. People are going to definitely support your endeavors, because like we said, we have all of that going into Jupiter, Saturn, we have it going into Aquarius. So this is supporting the homies. That's what this energy is. Supporting the future, supporting future brands, future new aged corporations, or an idea of what a new corporation could look like. A lot of people are going to be rebranding their businesses and going through things with their businesses and realizing that we can't do this anymore. We can't behave this way anymore. And a lot of businesses are going to be failing, and a lot of small businesses are going to be thriving, because it's going to be word of mouth. It's going to be people looking for self. So this is why a lot of healing businesses, okay, are going to come up. Spirituality. This is why you're seeing astrology. Astrology is ruled by Uranus. It's in Taurus. That's why you're seeing it's going to become a staple. It's going to become a normal thing. It's going to become a thing that everybody wants to have, because Taurus rules all of our resources. It rules all of the things that we want, all of the things. And for some people, that's going to be an everyday thing for them, and Uranus thing. Okay, this is really, really It's like really energetically right on there. You're looking around, right? Because Taurus rules marketing too. And you're just like, what? Astrology is being marketed everywhere, okay? That's Uranus and Taurus energy. There's going to be a lot of bartering happening. There's going to be a lot of vintage looks. People are going to be repurposing. So if you are a painter or something like that and you want to use fashion and repurpose it, do it. Make it a business. People are going to be looking out for that. Also, Uranus and Taurus is one of a kind, okay? Also, like I said, it's minimalistic. So it's like people are going to want to get one of a kind pieces and invest in that. So if you like, because that's luxury still. It's luxury still. All right. And Mercury is at 0 degrees in Taurus, baby, in Capricorn. So that's still luxury trade, luxury items, one of one. Okay. So anybody who has couture and all that other stuff, you can absolutely do that. You just got to learn how to market your business in an innovative way. You cannot stay the same. Vintage can still exist and still be, luxury can still exist, but you have to do it in a vintage way. A lot of brands are going to be coming up that are, you seem like you think they're going to come out of nowhere, but that's not true. A lot of people are going to be working with smaller brands, smaller businesses. Okay, this is what's really going to matter. A lot of smaller influencers are going to come up because people are going to realize, oh, the engagement has nothing to do with likes. It has to do with engagement and real turnover. People are starting to realize that, that just because you have a lot of people that might have eyes on you doesn't mean that they value your word, right? Because Taurus is about quality, okay? And Uranus is about supreme quality control, and that Saturn, okay? And Jupiter is like, no. We got to make sure that everything is in alignment, okay? Because we don't want to just be doing anything. So I hope this video helped you guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know what your thoughts are. And these are just my thoughts. I mean, listen. Saturn is not going to take away anything that you haven't worked for. Put that work in. This is why, the next year, this is just a portal that's opening. This is an energetic door that's opening. So work hard, be disciplined, show yourself that love, get self-preservation, rely on your own system, because that's what's going to matter, okay? Create a system that really matters and that you care about and that really nourishes you and supports you, because you don't want to rely on things that dry you out. We are going to the age of information where intelligence is you can only gather intelligence through experience and doing things on your own, okay? Even though Aquarius is about collaboration, it's still about independence, all right? So making sure that you're still standing out, showing people your sun energy and what you have to bring to the table with that Mars and Aries. Chiron and Aries is using the things that hurt you, using your own wounds to help heal other people, to help make you stand out, to help, and not in a soapbox way, but in a way that helps you, strip away, like I said, strip away what you don't need, strip away the illusions, the lies, okay? Strip away all of that stuff and only come from a place where you're using your own compassion, you're using your own healing properties, all right? This is where we're coming from that. So it's going to be an up and down thing, because that's just life, and we're going to get unexpected things in our lives. We're going to have to deal with things because crisis shows character, right? That's our 8th house, is our crisis house. So yeah, we're going to have to go through it, but that's why we got each other. That's the point, to lean on each other and to have these places to talk. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. I want to add in another thing. So Jupiter and Saturn, there's just so much to talk about. That's why this is so hard to do this video. There's just so much to talk about. But essentially what I'm saying in this video overall is that Saturn in Capricorn is oppression, okay? It is literally, it's the strictest of the strictest. It's just really like taking everything away and just, it's control. It's the idea of controlling structures and systems and things like that, okay? Because Saturn, makes the rules and all that other stuff. Whoever, we perceive the rule makers to be. That's the thing about the age of Pisces. And then Jupiter is, freedom. I didn't even say that this whole video, but Jupiter is essentially freedom. So, when we're talking about this Saturn-Jupiter conjunction, it is the freedom of the oppressed people, oppressed Saturn and Jupiter together in Aquarius groups, oppressed groups, period. Okay, so this is LGBTQ, this is trans groups, this is people of color, natives, indigenous, Pisces people, all the people that we lost okay? The people that we've forgotten about. This is the homeless, the people that are poverty stricken. This is the people that deal with mental illness, the people that have been wrongfully imprisoned, okay? This is freedom for the oppressed groups. This is why there are people going to be freedom fighters. There are more activists, right? Mars and Aries is people fighting for individual freedoms, fighting for people's rights, right? Because Libra is on the other side. So that's always the relationship with another person. So this energy in itself is just representative of the freedom that we are going to now be a part of, the building of the bridge, the freedom of the oppressed groups of people, the people that have been not Cancer taken care of, the people that have been not nourished, okay? The people that we have, quote unquote, Pisces forgotten, okay? The people that we have created illusions and chaos about. This is why there's going to be a lot more film, photography, history, ancestral work, ancestral digging up. And I didn't even say that, but artifacts are going to be coming up. Way more things about the history are going to be coming up, and how we've operated in Pisces the past, okay? And how our past spirituality, because that's what Pisces represents too. That's why you see all these spiritual healers and that becoming more a part of people's regular everyday lives, right? Meditation becoming a part of people's everyday lives all the time, because that's what Pisces rules, is all the stuff that's, you know, spending time alone and really in the place where you create stuff, okay? And really your own world. It's the world that you're creating for yourself. That's what Pisces is always asking. What are you creating for yourself? What feelings and emotions are you allowing to drown you, and what are you not allowing to drown you? You know, what are you allowing to come in? What are you not allowing to come in? You know, where do you have boundaries? Where do you lack boundaries? You know, that's what this energy is all about. So when we're talking about this is like, literally, this is why I'm so excited, because, you know, perceived, I am a group of people that are oppressed. So of course somebody like me would be excited about this. And people who are the oppressors, they're not going to be excited about this. So of course they're going to propagandize you into having you deal with fear on the Pisces side, right? The 12th house, fear, dealing with paranoia instead of your faith. This is why your faith and your 6th house Virgo, your discernment, your everyday routine is so important right now. It is everything. It is your survival guide, okay? And that's what I'm talking about, because right now there's going to be people who don't want to see certain people free. We can clearly see that, y'all. It's right in front of our eyes. So we're either going to be on the side of the oppressors, okay, or the people that free the people from the oppressed, point blank, period. So let me know what you guys thought about this video. I'll see you on the next one. Bye, for real.